Hey, good morning, Dean. Welcome. So my name's Nathan, and I am a case manager here at Wildwood. As I mentioned to you on the phone, this is the time and place for conducting a social history. This is more or less going to provide me with a history of what brought you here to Wildwood today. As you mentioned to me previously, your drug of choice is heroin, correct? Okay. Is this the first time doing a social history? Yeah, it is. All right, no worries. To give you a better understanding of what's going on, I'll be basically gathering some background information, and that relates to your current situation or problem. And the purpose of this, Dean, is to allow me to get a better understanding of what you're dealing with. And once I have a better understanding of that, I can put together a game plan so we can move forward and tackle this issue. Okay? How's that sound? Does all this make sense to you so far? Great. Well, okay, Dean, let's get started. Um, you mentioned, Dean, heroin being your drug of choice, correct? All right. How often are you using? Oh, daily? How much? 2 grams? Okay. How are you administering this, Dean? Are you smoking it, snorting it? Oh, IV user? Okay. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not a problem, 10 being a huge problem, how would you rate your use as far as having the effects negatively, how they play out in your life? How long have you been using? Okay. So you were clean for 19 months, then you relapsed 8 months ago, and you've been using daily since? All right. Are you currently employed? How's that going? Describe for me, if you would, Dean, your work and would you say your bosses feel you're doing there? Okay. So let's talk about your family a little bit, Dean. Okay. Any siblings? No? What about your mom and dad? Are they still living? Okay. When they were alive, did they have drug problems or alcohol use? No? Okay. Are you taking any meds currently or have any issues with mental health issues? No? Any alcohol use, Dean? No. Okay. What about school? Did you graduate high school and get your GED? Okay. Well, Dean, let's talk about what are you looking for today? Specifically, what are you requesting from this agency or what are you hoping to get out of it? Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. Well, Dean, I feel like I have a lot of information and definitely a better understanding of what you're going through. And I feel confident we can put together a game plan that's going to work. Okay. After conducting a 60-minute interview intake history assessment with Dean, here's what I came up with. Dean is a 32-year-old single male with no immediate family who came to Wildwood today with complaints of substance abuse addiction, with heroin being the drug of choice. Dean states that he is IV heroin at the rate of 2 grams per day. Dean states that his relapse occurred 8 months ago after being clean and sober for 19 months. And within that last 8 months, his thoughts are those of just his life being out of control. Although Dean appeared to be under the influence today, he seemed willing to enter into treatment and showed the desire to change. Recommendations for Dean are to enter drug and alcohol services for 4 sessions per week, which include random urinalysis testing. Additionally, it is recommended that Dean would be better served living at a more structured environment, like a sober living, where he can maintain his employment and at the same time return to a safe environment each night.